Hi, welcome back to Susan's Kitchen Corner, and today we're going to make asparagus. So I got a stalk of asparagus right here, and you can see the rubber bands on it. Well, what I like to do is you take the rubber bands off. Of course, you don't cook them with the rubber bands on. I guess you could if you really wanted it to, but I wouldn't suggest it. But take the rubber bands off. Don't throw them away. I have an area back here where I just keep on collecting them, and then instead of going out and buying a whole bunch of rubber bands, I have rubber bands right here. And it's the same way with the twist ties. Why buy them when you can save them? Because there's free twist ties at the grocery stores, and you take it off the bag and most people just throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Well, here you go, and check this out. I know we're getting off the topic of asparagus, but what I do if I need a bigger one, or if we're in the garden, you take these and you cross them like that. Now you have one big one. Now let's do it one more time. This is my tip for today. Cross it. And voila, we got a bigger one. Now you can make these as big as you want. You can have like industrial size twist ties. But these are great for the garden, so I never throw them away, and they always fit whatever I put them around. Okay, back to the asparagus. Okay, when buying asparagus, this is what you want to look for. Nice. See how in here, this is so hard, but see how it's nice, and are you ready for your close-up? Yes, I am. It's nice and it's not shriveled. Everything looks bright and green. And then we get this old, big, huge, stocky bottom. I'll show you how to deal with that. This is not, well, when you buy asparagus, you're gonna get, you know, you're gonna look good on the outside. And sometimes you're gonna get a little bit of the bad ones, but it's not okay. I don't throw them away. I still eat them. But they look like they're all shriveled. Now, if they're okay, this is right here. This is a no-no. I am going to cut this off. See how sad this looks in here? Hope you can see it. It's all shriveled. This is a sad looking asparagus. Good asparagus, when you look at it, should be nice, crisp, clean, no wrinkles. These things should have, like, if you're looking at a stalk of asparagus and you're like, they're all wrinkled, look for another one. Let's see. So we got a little bit of a sad one here. Now what I'm going to do is remove the paper towel underneath. Didn't mean that for that to be there. It's for another purpose. And this time I have coffee, so I'm a little bit more homemade. Okay, so we're going to chop that off. And that one off. And the thing is, if it looks slimy, don't use it. Toss it out. But this is the case with all fine vegetables. You just have to, because look at this. I mean, I got this from the store, and they hide in there. It's not, I can't be perfect all the time, but this is a sad little guy. I mean, he's not happy. Look how happy this guy is. You see? See how much brighter this is? See how much just like he's like, I'm not so happy. I'm gonna walk off the screen here. He's just nice and tall and proud and like, yeah, I'm the man. Okay. And yeah, that was a bad joke, but that's me. Get a couple another ones here. Yeah, I got a few of them in here. Oh, and another thing. Okay, one more tip. When you squeeze it gently, it should not budge. This one, the whole thing, going all the way, it looks nice, pretty nice. Oh, here's it, yeah, pretty nice. See right here? This? That should not be on there. That's not gonna, we're gonna cook this up, it's not gonna taste good. Okay, now, if you're a real diehard, and you're like, well, if these are not slimy. If these are not slimy, keep them. Put them in the refrigerator, toss them in your soup stock. This is what you call old school bottom drawer soup. This is where you go through all the vegetables in your drawer in the refrigerator, and you look at all of them, and if they're not, they can be a little bit off. As long as there's no mold, there's nothing, you can throw them in the soup pot. As long as there's no mold, that's the key. It's like, that's old school soup rules. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna move on. So pick through if you got a good. I got a menagerie right here, so we're just gonna deal with it. So look at the bottom, and this is not good to eat. We don't want to eat this. This is not gonna cook up well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop it off about an inch, or less than an inch, about that much, and then we got to deal with this hard outer side. So that's where you get your little oh great, yeah, it's me. I can see it, I know what it is, but I can't get the words out. Peeler, God, you think it's something so easy. I see stuff and it's like, it just doesn't come out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel it. Now see, if we were in a fancy restaurant, we'd probably peel the whole thing, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, and then what that does is when you're eating it, you're not getting all that kind of like lacy, really tough skin, and you're still getting the nice crispness of the. So we're gonna do that to the rest of them. I got a few in here that are questionable, but they're still good, so I'm gonna leave them in. I bought 2 at a time, 2 stocks, and this is the second stock, and it does happen, so. So there's the second one. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna line them up right in here. Oh, yeah, cut the me talking. Let me cut the ends off. There we go. And throw it across the room. So what we're going to do here is, there we go. We're going to cook this on low. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil to it. Now if you want, you can add a little bit of garlic, chopped cilantro. I really like cilantro and garlic together. That's about my favorite. So 3. I'm doing on time, 8 minutes. And when you cook these up like this, you can put them over eggs. You can put them over soup. I like to make chicken soup, and then you put like 3 of these on top of laying over the soup. Now, mind you, the soup bowl isn't this big. It's like smaller, so I chop them in half, make them look all pretty. And I am making a really big mess over here. Let's get some of these ones I chopped in half over there. Because that's, now if you want, and you're like, whoa, that's too big for my pan. My pan doesn't fit that size. Chop them in quarters, so chop them in half, and then stick them in the pot. And they'll cook the same way. There you go. Look at the end. Yep. At the end. Ah. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I have to say these things are crisp. I peeled the bottom. It snapped in half and just hit the floor. So we're not going to use that one. Oh my God. Okay. Well, there we go again. Put that in there. These things are really crisp. Now, when you go into the grocery store and you're like, yeah, when you're going to the grocery store and you say, that's not very good. You see all different sizes of asparagus. You get the pencil thin, you get the shoestring asparagus. You get you get asparagus that it's even more thicker than this. And when it's this thick, this is what I recommend, just to peel off all the hard outside. And then when it's thin, the thinner, remember, the smaller an item is, the faster it's going to cook. So you got to keep your eye on that. So let me get a couple more in here. One more. Ooh, one more is not. Ah, man. Okay, well, there's this one. Two more little sad pieces. Well, this wasn't a good batch, but that's okay. You work with what you got. My God, my peeler is going on hiatus right now. I mean, it's on strike. Usually I can peel with it so nicely, and now it's just like, it's like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it for you on the show. Of course, when I'm filming, it's like, there's one. Okay, and there's two. Okay, so let's see what our time is. 11. So we're gonna add a little olive oil. Drizzle it on. If you want to add salt and pepper to it, go for it. I am the opinion I don't cook with, make sure the burn's on. So we're going to turn it down to low. And what we're going to do is, we're going to put a lid on it. And we're going to let this cook. Now, you can, if you want, you can cook this at a higher temperature, like sometimes I do with the vegetables. You can turn it all the way to high. It's going to cook a lot faster. And then you're gonna see like little burn marks on it. That's okay. That's the restaurant style. If you want to go, I don't have time to cook it on low, but if you cook it on low, you'll reap the benefits of the flavor, because anything that cooks slower is gonna have more flavor to it. So I'll tell you what. We're going to. I should have had the pan heated up already, but no, it's me. So. This is the slow show where you watch everything go from start to finish, because this is the real world. This is what happens. This is real cooking. This is not I'm not paid by this. Okay, let me back up. Home cooking, I think I explained this once before. Home cooking and restaurant cooking, two different things. Restaurant cooking, culinary cooking, you cook the food as fast as you can, because you got hungry mouths out there, and they're sitting at their tables and they paid $85 per plate and they want their food now. Home cooking, it's not that way. It's slow and easy, and it tastes better, and if there was a lot of restaurants claim that we're actually cooking now, but a lot of restaurants claim it's home. Okay, there is places out there that do everything from scratch, and it is homemade, but it's still done in the speedy style. That is true. So I'm not going to say there is no restaurant out there that cooks homemade. There is, but they probably have, like I watched a show where they cured their own pork, and it takes months. So it's actually at the site. So it's not like bada bing, bada boom. It's pork. Okay, I'm not a meat expert, so I'm going to stop there. But the thing is, when you're home cooking, it's a lot slower, and the slower you cook, the better it tastes. If you want to cook restaurant style, go for it. But you kind of lose the essence of what home cooking is, if that makes any sense. If you home cook already, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's certain. That's why a lot of people, and here's my rant again. That's why a lot of people